Hello my dear students and welcome to Zenith Tutorials once again. In this video lesson, we'll be talking about part B of the chapter Mole Concept and Stoichiometry. That is, we'll be talking about empirical and molecular formula. Okay. Now before going ahead with the problems of empirical and molecular formula, first let us understand what is empirical formula, what is molecular formula and how do we calculate it. So children, see here the definition of empirical formula is: empirical formula is the formula of the compound which shows simplest whole number ratio between the atoms of the elements in the compound. For example, if you see this glucose C6H12O6, okay, so if I say in carbon there are 6 atoms, hydrogen 12 and oxygen 6. So if I take out the ratio 6 is to 12 is to 6. So the simplest ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 1. So I can say that empirical formula is CH2 and O1. CH2 and O. So the empirical formula is that formula which gives the simplest whole number ratio of the elements, of the atoms of the elements that are present in a molecule of a compound. Now what is molecular formula? We all know it is the chemical formula which represents the actual number of atoms of each element present in a molecule of compound. Now in glucose, it's not that only one carbon, one oxygen and 2 hydrogen are there. The actual formula is actually in a molecule of glucose there are 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen. So molecular formula is actual number of atoms of each element present in a molecule of a compound. Now, how do we find empirical formula and molecular formula? We need to learn this table, okay, as it is: elements, percentage composition, atomic weight, relative number of atoms and simplest ratio of whole numbers. I will explain you this in detail. First let us understand that molecular formula is empirical formula into N. Okay, so by this table we will find empirical formula and then we will multiply it with N. Now what is N? N is a whole number, okay, which is a ratio of molecular weight upon empirical formula weight. So molecular weight of the compound will be given to you in the question, and from this you will calculate the empirical formula, and then through the empirical formula, for example CH2O. So we will take the mass of carbon, weight of carbon, twice into weight of hydrogen plus weight of oxygen, and we add it, that gives the empirical formula weight. Okay, so N is molecular weight upon empirical formula weight. Now as you know, molecular weight is also equal to 2 into vapor density. So here we can replace this 2 into vapor density upon empirical formula weight. So first you will from this table find what is empirical formula, then you will multiply with N. Now in the question, if molecular weight is given, then you can find N by molecular weight upon empirical formula weight, and if molecular weight is not given and vapor density is given, then you will multiply vapor density with 2 to make it molecular weight, and then you divide by empirical formula weight to find out N, and this N you multiply with empirical formula to get molecular formula. Now children, this is very simple. You will understand this better with the help of an example. So let's go ahead and solve few examples. Now children, have a look at this example. A compound of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is found to contain 40% of carbon, 6.7% of hydrogen and 53.3% of oxygen. Calculate its empirical formula. If its vapor density is 30, calculate the molecular formula. So children, first of all what we will do is we will make this table. You will have to learn, first we have to write elements, then percentage composition, then atomic weight, then relative number of atoms, and then simplest ratio of whole numbers. So let us begin. Look at the elements carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So first I write the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, okay, in elements. Now what is the percentage composition of carbon here? Okay, 40%. So I will write 40% here. Of hydrogen it is 6.7%. So I will write 6.7% here. Then 53.3% of oxygen. So 53.3%. After writing the percentage composition, we will write the atomic weight which will generally be given in the question. Okay, now for carbon it is 12, we know for hydrogen it is 1, and we know for oxygen it will be 16, and this will also be given in the question. Now relative number of atoms is 40 upon 12. We will simply write 40 upon 12 and calculate it. Okay, so it will come around 3.33. Okay, next we will do 6.7 upon 1, which will be 6.7. Right, next is 53.3 upon 16, which will be 3.33. So now after doing this, you have to select from all of them which is the smallest number. So this is the smallest number. Now we find the simplest ratio of whole numbers. So we take this, whatever was given, whatever we obtained here, divided by the smallest number that we got. So here it is 3.33 only. So this ratio came out to be 1. Now here 6.7 is given. So we write 6.7 and then we divide it by the smallest number, that is 3.33. So here approximately it came out to be 2. Okay. Anything that comes above 1.5 you will make it as 2. Anything which comes below 1.5 you will make it as 1. Now here again 3.33 upon 3.33. Right. So this also is equal to 1. So now the simplest whole number ratio between carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is 1 to 1. So children, what will be the empirical formula? Your empirical formula will be equal to C. You will write first CHO and then write the whole number ratio. 1 you don't need to write, then you write 2 and then 1. So this will be the empirical formula. Now next question is you have to find the molecular formula. Now you see here molecular formula is empirical formula into N. So first we have to find out N. Now see children, here N is, now in our question molecular weight is not given, but what is given? Vapor density. So we can write as N is 2 into vapor density upon empirical formula weight. Right, empirical formula weight. So now we know this, but we don't know empirical formula weight. So first we will calculate empirical formula weight. Now see, this is empirical formula. So what will be empirical formula weight? Empirical formula weight will be weight of one carbon, that is 12, plus 2 into weight of one hydrogen, that is 1, plus weight of oxygen, that is 16. So 16 plus 2 is 18, 18 plus 12 is 30. Okay. So your empirical formula weight is 30. So now you calculate N. So N is twice into vapor density. Vapor density was also 30 and empirical formula weight is also 30. So these two get cancelled. So your N becomes 2. Your N is 2. Right? If your N is 2, then your molecular formula, see here, molecular formula, see molecular formula is empirical formula into N. So your molecular formula will be empirical formula into N. Right? I have less space, but you have to write in the next line. It is CH2O into 2. Right? So every element you have to multiply with 2. So C becomes C2, H2 becomes H4 and O becomes O2. So this will be your molecular formula and this will be your empirical formula. Correct? So for solving all empirical formula problems, you have to remember this table. This is very important. Elements, percentage composition and atomic weight. Then atomic ratio is simply for this percentage composition divided by atomic weight. Okay. Then you select the smallest number and divide whatever you have got with the smallest number. And you will be able to find the simple whole number ratio. Okay, if any number comes, now for example, here you have got, you please take care of this. Suppose you have got here 1.5. Now what to do? So what you will do? You will multiply this with 2 to make it 3. Again, everywhere you have to multiply by 2. So this becomes 2, this becomes 3, this becomes 2. So whenever you got something in decimal, okay, try that if you multiply it with a simple whole number, whether it becomes a whole number or not. And if it is becoming, then you can multiply all the numbers with that same number. Now children, I have tried to cover every type of question from empirical formula and molecular formula. First one we did the very basic one. Now this is a little twisted one, and then we'll do one or two more to have all the combinations, all the types of sums. Now look at this sum. In this question, they have given the percentage composition of sodium as 18.60, sulfur, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, and they've said, please read the question very carefully. Calculate the molecular formula assuming that all the hydrogen in the compound is in combination with oxygen as water of crystallization. So whatever formula we are making, we have to make any number of water of crystallization. So compound में जितने भी hydrogen है, they are combined with oxygen to form water of crystallization. So in the formula there is no hydrogen. Okay. So read it again. Calculate the molecular formula assuming that all the hydrogen in the compound is in combination with oxygen as water of crystallization. Now they have given molecular weight of the compound as 248 and they have given atomic weights. Okay. So as earlier, we will make the table. We will write sodium, sulfur, hydrogen, oxygen, whatever the elements are there. We wrote the percentage composition of everything and we wrote the atomic weight of everything that was given in the question. Then we found out atomic ratio. We divided this by this. So 18.60 upon 23 gave you 0.80. Similarly, I divided this by this. So it gave 0.80 again. I divided this by this, so it gave 4.03. 51.5 divided by 16 gave you 3.22. Now out of all this, we have selected the smallest. Okay. And for simplest whole number ratio, we take the number that is given there and divide by smallest. So in both the cases, the both numbers are same. So we got 1. Here we get 4.03 divided by smallest, that is 0.80. We get 5. 3.22 divided by smallest number, we get 4. So we got the simplest whole number ratio as 1, 1, 5, 4. Therefore, the empirical formula is sodium 1, sulfur 1, hydrogen 5 and oxygen 4. Now in order to find N, we have to find empirical formula weight. So we took this and found out its weight. Sodium's weight is 23, sulfur is 32. There are 5 hydrogens, so 5 into 1. There are 4 oxygens, so 4 into 16. And we calculated the empirical formula weight as 124. Now, we know N is molecular formula weight upon empirical formula weight. In the question, molecular formula weight is given as 248. So here 248 upon empirical formula weight, that is we calculated here. So N came out to be 2. Now, we know that molecular formula, right? We know molecular formula is equal to empirical formula into N, right? So here what was the empirical formula? NaS, then H was 5 and oxygen was 4. We take this and multiply it with 2. So your sodium becomes 2. Your sulfur becomes 2, your hydrogen becomes 10 and your oxygen becomes 8. So till here we have to follow whatever method we are following for all the sums. Now there is something different in the question. What is it? That all the hydrogen in the compound, is in combination with oxygen as the water of crystallization. So there are how many hydrogens here? There are 10 hydrogen. So if I make water molecule like this, if there are 10 hydrogens, 2 is already here. So if I write 5, now there are 10 hydrogens. So this will be the water of crystallization. So out of this I have taken full hydrogen, and how many oxygen I have taken? 5. So from 8, 5 are already taken. So what will be the formula? See, Na remains same, S2 remains same. Now hydrogen is gone, oxygen was 8, out of it 5 are taken. So how many remaining? 6, 7, 8, 3 are remaining. So Na2S2O3 dot 5H2O is the required molecular formula of the crystalline compound. This is how you will solve such kind of sums in which water of crystallization is asked. Now let us do some more different types of examples. Now children, will do 2 more different types of sums. See, this empirical formula of a compound is XY2. They have given the empirical formula of the compound. So we need not do the whole table and find the empirical formula. It is already given. If its empirical formula weight is equal to its velocity density, calculate the molecular formula of the compound. Now they are asking molecular formula. Now children, we know that molecular formula is equal to empirical formula into N, right? So here they have asked molecular formula. So molecular formula will be empirical formula into N. Now empirical formula is given. So it will be XY2 into N. Now children, what is N? N is molecular formula weight upon empirical formula weight. So molecular formula is not given. So we can write 2 into vapor density here. So N is 2 into vapor density upon empirical formula weight. Right, read the question very carefully. If its empirical formula weight is equal to its vapor density, so they have given empirical formula weight and vapor density are equal. So empirical formula weight and vapor density are equal, so we can cut it. So easily we got N is equal to 2. Right, now we will use this in this. So now our molecular formula is equal to XY2 into 2. Which is equal to now X2 Y4. This was as simple as that. So such simple questions can also come for 1 or 2 marks. Now let us go here and read this sum. Calculate the empirical formula of a compound whose molecular formula is given and its empirical formula weight is also given, that is 83. So we know that, see, molecular formula is equal to empirical formula into N. Okay, now they have asked empirical formula. Okay, they have given molecular formula. Now molecular formula is C8H6O4. This is given. We have to find empirical formula, okay, into N. Now children, how will we find N? N is molecular formula weight upon empirical formula weight. Now in the question your empirical formula weight is already given. So this is already given as 83. Now we have to find molecular formula weight. We know the molecule already. So carbon is 8. So we will write 8 into weight of carbon, that is 12, plus hydrogen is 6, so 6 into 1, plus oxygen is 4, so 4 into 16. And hence we will calculate molecular formula weight and then divide it by empirical formula weight. 166 and this is 83. So it comes out to be 2. So N is 2. We put this 2 here. See, molecular formula was C8H6O4 is equal to empirical formula weight into N. So N is 2. Now, what are the elements? C, H and O. Right? We have to find the simplest whole number ratio. Now, this is 8 and here it is multiplied. So, यहाँ क्या आएगा? 8 divided by 2. So it is 4, right? Here 6. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Right? I hope you got it. See, molecular formula is empirical formula into 2. You can multiply by 2 and see. So, if molecular formula and your n is given, you can find the empirical formula by dividing by n. By dividing this by n. And if this is asked, you multiply empirical formula by n. Correct? I hope this is very clear to you. So the answer is, that is empirical formula is C4H3O2. Right? So I think I have covered all the type of sums that can come from molecular formula and empirical formula. So you need not worry, this is a sure shot question that will come in your exam. So please prepare well by watching the video over and over again, and also by solving all the questions that are there at the back of your textbook. If you are following Viraf Dalal, it is perfectly fine because they have given a lot of questions at the back. If you solve every question, I am very sure you will be able to answer everything very clearly. So do not be scared, and since you have lot of holidays for your chemistry exam, I think you will be able to score full marks. So all the best, and keep watching, and do subscribe to our channel and keep on sharing us. Thank you.